Today I'll be sharing the one technique that's completely changed the way I paint with watercolor. People do it in paintings, but also in photography. The idea here is adding these blurred details to the background. It gives the whole thing this 3D look that really takes paintings up like 10 notches. People call it the bokeh effect, but it really is all about just blurring the background and playing with the shading and the color and all those values. Let me show you. Now, I'll be using my Kuretake Gansai Tambi Art Nouveau set, and I absolutely love this set. The colors, oh, they're just perfect. I'm also using my Arch block. I am pulling all the stops here, guys. So first step after putting some masking fluid on our lovely big heart is to create some spots of color throughout the whole painting, okay? So we're just gonna pick really light colors, really washed up colors, and just spread them around our painting. We start with a really light, really transparent layer, and I know the set is an unusual choice because these watercolors aren't exactly known for being very transparent or subtle, and this set has a lot of opaque choices. But the colors are gorgeous, and they're exactly what I thought of when I first decided to make this Valentine's project. Also, even the most opaque watercolor paint can be watered down. And this is actually exciting for me, I want to show you how easy it is to just mix these colors, regardless of all the people that are going to tell you you cannot mix Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints. You can, and we will today. So as you can see, I'm just creating, all these spots of different soft colors. It doesn't have to be super pretty or super perfect. This is just the first layer, okay? Okay, so now you need to decide if you want to patiently wait for this layer to dry or just make it dry with a hairdryer or a heat gun. Now, the only thing you need to know, if you're going to use a heat gun, I know I will because I'm impatient, you can't put the heat over the masking fluid, okay? If the masking fluid gets heated, it will blend with the paper and make it that much harder to remove, and you will just be left with a blue stain in the case of this particular masking fluid. So we don't want that. So I'm just gonna cover my heart and use my heat gun all around to make it dry and make this a little bit quicker. Okay guys, so this is nice and dry, looking a little bit like marble, which is awesome. Didn't do it on purpose, but loving the results. And now we just need to start adding our bokeh heart, to create that blur effect in the background of our main heart. So essentially what you need to decide here is if you want to draw your heart with a pencil first and then use the masking fluid to cover them up before adding another layer, or if you just want to go directly and draw your heart with the masking fluid. Since we are using such a light coating of paint, the pencil lines may show once you're through with them, okay? When you're removing all that masking fluid, all that hard work, all this time that we're going to be spending doing this, you really don't want, the pencil lines to show. Now I'm going to draw really carefully with the masking fluid. Now the advantage to this is, if you draw something you don't like, it's not a problem. You wait for it to dry, and then before carrying on, you just remove it. And these hearts we are covering completely because when I add my second layer of paint, I want to be able to paint over them without having to worry about ruining the effect of the first layer. Now, once we're done with these hearts, we won't be able to use the heat gun because masking fluid gets absorbed by the paper if you heat it in any way. Don't do it, okay? No heat gun or hairdryer, just patience. Could be a little bit more creative. But yeah, this doesn't really work. Okay, so now we're just going to add a new layer of paint, different colors, all scattered around. We are going to paint over our nicely coated hearts, and let's see how it goes. We're going to pick slightly darker colors. We want to go darker and darker for each layer. And this time I'm not going to water it down. I'm just going to paint it just as it is. Now, how many layers you add is completely up to you and your paper. I'm using Arch, so I'm pretty sure I can add plenty of layers before the paper becomes saturated with the water and the paint. If you don't have the patience to add many layers or your paper won't take it, just draw more hearts for each layer and you'll be done quicker. So this is nice and dry. I'm just going to add one last layer of hearts and then do the final finishes, okay? So let's add some hearts. And again, we want to catch all these special little mixes of paint. All of this we want our hearts to feature. And you can add as many or as little hearts as you feel is appropriate, of course. It is completely up to you if you want to fill your painting or just make a couple of them. And I think we're good. Okay, and these are nice and dry-ish. I'm gonna try not to go over these larger ones because I think the middle is still a little bit tender. And now we are ready for our final, more dramatic layer, okay? We want dark colors, we want drama, we want something really deep, really lovely colors that will stand out from all the rest of the hearts we have drawn so far. So let's see if we can make it happen without making it really, really dark. I've never tried bokeh with lighter colors. Let's see how this goes. And as you can see, I'm not diluting this paint in water. I need it to be dark and dramatic. That's what I'm looking for. At the same time, you can still see the colors underneath, which makes it even cuter. We just wait for all of it to dry completely before we start to remove the masking fluid and can finally paint our heart. Not doing this, not waiting for this paint to completely dry, will probably end up in you just smudging the whole thing. If the paint isn't completely dry when you're removing the masking fluid, whether you're using your fingers, a rubber, a sponge, whatever, you're, moving paint and it will be completely smudged, which is kind of blurry, I guess, but not really what we want. So hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, this color won't change much as it dries because kuretake usually doesn't. We will start lifting the masking fluid and seeing all the pretty colors we have covered throughout this whole process. And it will be gorgeous. Here's hoping. And let's see how this goes. Ooh, okay. This should be easy enough to remove. No problem whatsoever. And there we have it. This was from one of the initial layers, if I'm not mistaken. It's really, really light. It's almost white at this point. Ooh, I like this one. This is my favorite so far. The little pink in the middle of the purples. Perfect. Ooh, such a cute little bright pink. The tiny one as well. And guys, these are the exact kind of contrasts. But the reason why I am struggling to remove some of these is because I did not use enough masking fluid. So it's just a thin, thin layer instead of that rubbery, rubbery film that was supposed to be on top. And that's what's making it extra hard to remove. But it's doable. I'm doing it. Oh, this one is pretty special too, with all the layer colors. And this is what I meant to say when I said I wanted to be able to catch all the little differences, all the values, all the difference in shading. This is it, and it was totally worth it. Guys, this is gorgeous. It's moody, it's dramatic, it's exactly what I want it to be. I'm a purple and pink kind of girl, I will admit that, but this is so much more than I hoped for. This is gorgeous. So I'm just going to go ahead and use another color from this palette. This palette is so perfectly curated. All the colors just mix perfectly with each other. So this is the color I'm using, and I love it. Now I want to add a shadow. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit of our red with a little bit of our, don't have my swatch card right here to know the color, to know these names, but we want something, a little bit darker. And now we want to shade our heart. I think I am okay with this. I'm just gonna make it dry and see what the end result is. There is a lot of things we could have had. We could have splattered, we could have added a little bit more detail, but for me, personally, this is rather perfect. It is the perfect romantic, dramatic painting. I am very happy. I'm very happy with the bokeh effect. It is exactly what I had in mind. All the layering, all the colors coming through. We can see, the lighter ones were the first layer, these darker, more dramatic ones was the second. And this is gorgeous to me. I hope you agree. Thank you for doing this with me, and I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.